everybody. Well, Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 is out, and there's some things I need to discuss with you. Byler, one of the biggest ships in this whole show. Is it gonna happen? Is it not? What are my opinions? Will Byler be endgame? Well, I'm about to discuss. To begin with, I have noticed throughout all the seasons, the past 2 seasons, I feel 11 and Mike have drifted apart. And that's my personal opinion. Because obviously I think they still love each other, just not in the romantic part. Because if you've seen the episodes in Season 5, I really hope you're not watching this if you haven't seen Season 5 yet, because I do not want to spoil anything. It is so good. Just please watch it. Or wait. I couldn't wait because I just couldn't. Okay. So, Mike and 11, I feel, have drifted apart. And why do I think this? Well, I've noticed their interactions lately. Instead of like a hug, kiss, you know, like happy, smiley, aw, lovey, giddy, lovey, dovey, boyfriend, girlfriend, cute. I've noticed in this season they seem more like friends. They've interacted like one time in 4 episodes, and all they did was hug. Okay, and it was like not a romantic hug, it was like a friend hug, you know. You're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long, you know, kind of like that. And I was like, because usually they'd be all like smiley, touchy, lovey. So I feel their love has drifted apart. So I think maybe a breakup's gonna happen between these two. And sadly, they were such an iconic couple, and you know, I think it's coming to an end. But you know, let's discuss Will's big crush on Mike and the feelings he's been feeling. Okay, so obviously Vicky talked to him and gave him some, like, a really good speech, and I think Will really need to hear that. And throughout this whole series, this really good series, Will went from this small, terrified little boy who was just taken into the upside down, got the literal, like, life sucked out of him or something. Vecna did something. But he went from that terrified, fragile, like, little boy who ended up not being fragile because he survived all that. He is literally amazing. He was so young, but into this iconic hero that is strong. He is getting a whole bunch of confidence, which I think he kind of lacked, because he cried a lot in the other seasons. Like, not saying crying makes you weak. I'm saying he was scared and terrified and traumatized because, you know, he just went through all that stuff, and that is valid, like, honestly. So, he is literally a hero now, and if you've seen the seasons, he is bad, the second word of what you call a donkey, in another way. Okay, so now we already know he has a crush on Mike. Like, that was so obvious. We found that out in like the 4th season. The heart. So he got this speech, and that kind of unlocked something in him whenever he was connecting to the Demogorgon. Vicky's speech went into, my stomach is growling really loud right now, I'm so sorry. So he controlled the Demogorgon, and who did he say first? Mike. Thinking of this speech. He loves Mike, and that's his best friend and his crush, and that is such a strong thing. So, will his feelings be reciprocated? So, the interactions in this new season between Mike and Will have been so good. You know, like, Mike has been more, like, touchy with Will, like, they've been closer than ever in this one, I feel. And the glances they give each other, the looks, you know, like, just some nice scenes have happened. And it seems that you would feel, or like, how two people that have a crush on each other would act, you know? Two people that love each other very dearly, which they do because they're best friends. But there has been a really good connection between these two in this one. And with the whole crew talking about Byler and Noah himself talking about how the Byler shippers are going to be satisfied with the season. What are my thoughts on Byler endgame? Will have the willpower to confess to confess to Mike? Well, yes, I think he is going to find the courage because he has it in him, and he is going to confess his big fat crush on Mike Wheeler, okay? And this could go two ways, okay? One, Mike says that he loves him, he connects with him, and he is thankful that Will likes him, but he doesn't like him back. In that way, he loves him and he wants him to know that he's there for him and supports him very dearly, even if it's not in a romantic love. He loves him platonically. Or it's going to spark something in Mike, and Mike is going to feel the same way, and something's going to happen between the two of them, which might happen, because I already think 11 and Mike are going to end up breaking up in this season. Like, their connection has died out. I'm sorry, but yeah, that is my prediction. And honestly, I'm excited because, you know, I'm really curious. You know, I could be so off or I could be so on. I don't know. And there's so many possibilities. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on this ship. Or do you think it's going to be in-game? In the comments below, because I want to hear other opinions. Like, I love hearing people's opinions on this. Like, I just love hearing people's thoughts and, like, guesses on what's going to happen, you know? Like, and it's not even just about the ship. Because, like, it's just such a good series, and you know, there's so many little pieces you can pick out, connect together to make the puzzle piece connect. And I just want to hear your Stranger Things thoughts in the comments too, if you don't want to talk about the Byler ship, okay? So, I love you guys, and maybe I'll make another video about Stranger Things. Let me know. Love you guys. Don't forget to put your opinions in the comments below. I love you guys so much, and keep things strange. That was not a good joke. Okay, bye.